Israel hasn't done anything to provoke Egypt. They haven't rebelled, they haven't threatened war, they haven't asked for independence. They're simply growing exactly as God said they would. But a new king looks at this blessing and sees danger. Pharaoh says to his people, "Look, the people of Israel are too many and too mighty for us." This is more than a private concern. It's a public warning. He's shaping how Egypt sees Israel. What God calls a sign of his promise, Pharaoh turns into a national threat. He doesn't see families, he sees a force. He doesn't see God's faithfulness, he sees a problem he needs to control. This is the first time in Scripture that the promise to be fruitful and multiply is treated as a political risk. Then Pharaoh imagines a scenario with no evidence behind it. If war breaks out, they may join our enemies and fight against us. There's nothing in Israel's history to suggest this. But fear doesn't wait for facts, it creates them. It invents what it needs to justify suspicion. And here's the quiet irony. Pharaoh fears Israel might fight against Egypt, but the real conflict ahead won't be Israel against Egypt. It will be God against Egypt. Pharaoh is predicting the future without realizing it, and he is about to stand on the wrong side of the story. Then the king proposes a plan. Come, let us deal shrewdly with them. That word shrewdly is deliberate. It's the same kind of cleverness the serpent used in Eden. Subtle, calculating, manipulative. It's also the opposite of the true wisdom that once elevated Joseph. Joseph's insight protected life. Pharaoh's shrewdness will try to crush it. The moment Pharaoh speaks these words, the tone of Exodus changes. The empire begins crafting a strategy against the covenant family, not because Israel has done wrong, but because God has kept his word. Let us deal shrewdly is the opening move in a conflict Pharaoh cannot win.